Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second episode of Hades. Now, we're right where we left off in the last episode, going around the House of Hades for the second time.
Oh, wow, so Megara herself got you last time. That must have been intense. She's fast and strong and beautiful. Anyway, I hope the fates are nicer to you next time.
We have a bit of a thing for Megara and Hypnos.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Yeah, hopefully, Zag.
Someone's at the desk next to the throne.
Yes, now this is actually what gems are for. This is the Underworld Contractor.
My good shade.
The Underworld Contractor, for the most part, has a lot of more like decorative kind of upgrades that you can get for gems. However, there are some that will actively help or possibly help with runs and will add new things to runs. So it can be good to get a little bit of gems every now and then, just to kind of make sure you can get the upgrades, assuming that there are any upgrades you want. Obviously, not all the time. They won't have them all the time, but for now, we do have this fountain chamber in Tartarus, which we may or may not find for a while. Honestly, the fountain chambers can be a bit rare, but we'll see.
Work authorized. A fountain chamber in the depths of Tartarus sounds like an excellent idea.
Yes, it does, Zag. Yes, it does. Now, let's talk to dear old father once again.
Who's that sniveling shade to your immediate left there, Father? Already found someone new to do the busy work. And here I thought I was utterly indispensable.
That shade boy is my newly designated contractor, one whose responsibility is to work on this house. Though who shall pay for everything my subjects here demand, I do not know.
You're trying to guilt me into funding the exorbitant furnishings you desire.
Perhaps once we are finished with repairs for all the carnage you have sown throughout my realm, then we might finally have time for all the needed renovations that have piled up.
Nice.
So yeah, it's gonna be up to us to do all of the renovations because as Hades head, yeah, Zag is kind of causing a bit of an issue for him throughout the underworld, which you'll see that it's kind of fair, but yeah.
How you holding up, boy? Eating well lately? All three mouths full and happy?
Each terrifying maw of the infernal watchdog Cerberus responds affirmatively, one after the next, as if to reassure the ever-doubting prince.
Not everybody knows.
Give him another bit of pet.
And live to tell of it, right, boy?
Cute puppy. All right, now let's go see if Achilles has something to say. Yes, he does.
Keep at it, lad. I've known great men throughout my life, and I can always tell when someone's better than their circumstances. Fight like I'd fight out there.
I'll give them hell as you once did, Achilles. Though doubtless many of the shades who stand against me first arrived in Tartarus because of you.
Yeah, Achilles was a bit of a warrior, wasn't he? Oh, another examine
What
point.
once was a small lounging area within the House of Hades now is sealed off, in utter shambles, since the multi-headed Cerberus tore the space apart, mourning the missing prince.
Cerberus destroyed the lounge again.
Yeah, so Bupper can be a bit destructive sometimes. This little area to our like bottom here, I'll call that bottom. Was kind of torn apart by a good old doggy friend over there. So unfortunately, not gonna be able to go in there, but that's okay.
I heard lately from the goddess Athena, Nyx. She seems to admire you. I thought Olympians didn't like our kind.
They typically do not. But you are family, child. And I, why, I believed Athena wise enough to understand why someone such as I would seek her in particular. She has in turn made others in her family aware.
Yeah, as we can tell, we got the big man himself.
You make a good team.
All right. On to our room, where we do a little bit of upgrading once again. Oh, I didn't realize we had enough keys. Yes, so let's go ahead and unlock 2 new hidden talents.
Be something new.
Boiling Blood, which deals opponents which deals bonus damage to foes with our casts in them, and then Infernal Soul, which raises the supply of our casts. Very nice upgrades to both very nice upgrades to have. I think I will. Oh, you know what? I'll give us another cast. And then I'll probably wait and hold on to them until we can get greater reflex.
Nyx's power.
So
I should go.
can't get a key. You can't get the can't get the bow and arrow, so we're still stuck with old Stygian here, but that's okay. Get another look at the grand landscape.
I can do this. I can do this.
Yes, you can do this, Zag. All right, let's go ahead and do this. We got this. We got this.
Ready.
Oh, I love the music.
This hammer.
Ooh, this is Daedalus Hammer. So,
Enchantments for my weapon.
Daedalus Hammers will give unique upgrades to each weapon that you will give unique upgrades to each weapon when you come across them. So, the upgrades for the sword will be different from the upgrades for, say, that bow that I've been eyeing a little bit. Now, some of them are kind of really change how you use it, how you use the weapon, and then others kind of don't. A good example is Cursed Slash here. This makes you lose a lot of your health, but in return, you end up restoring health when you hit enemies. Which it was a bit of a double-edged sword, as you can tell, as you'll die a whole lot easier, but at the same time, you'll have a little bit more survivability. So it can make you the Daedalus Hammer upgrades can really be like things that make you have to think about how you use your weapon a bit. Of course, some of them don't, and they're more like just upgrades. Like this one just allows you to hold your attack button instead of having to press it. And this one just kind of adds damage to your attack based on how much gold you have. So like some of them are more unique, some of them are more like just stat upgrades, but that's okay. Speaking of, let's go ahead and take Flurry Slash here.
Daedalus, wherever you may be right now, thank you.
Yes, thank you, Daedalus. And as you see, I'm not pressing the buttons anymore. I'm just holding.
Get out of here.
It does change I'm pretty sure that did change the animations a bit. So sometimes that'll happen. Sometimes there are little upgrades like that will change the animation and make things a little different that you'll need to like kind of like account for, but sometimes not. Anyway, let's look at this as an examine spot here.
Innumerable, ever-shifting, interlocking chambers. The underworld of Lord Hades all but guarantees the dead shall there remain until the end of time.
Good thing I'm not dead.
Yes. I mean, to be fair, there are stories of Shades trying to get out too.
Who dies next?
Already dead, Zagreus. They can't die again. Well, I mean, I guess they just did. Back to the pool they go. Now, I'm gonna go with the heart. Typically, at least earlier on when you have not tons and tons of health, it's nice to, go after the heart, the centaur hearts, just kind of because having increased health, increased survivability, it feels nicer. Now, normally I feel like I would go for the darkness. However, I do really want to get that bow. So we'll go ahead and grab the key this time. Beat up this lout here. Oh, there's another one. And another. Yeah, that's one thing is that sometimes the enemies can be a bit spaced out. There is actually a bit of a speedrunning trick that I know of. Oh, I can't show it this time.
This can
But
unlock
we'll show it next chamber. Ooh, and a new god.
pests.
Little, these are little clay pots that throw things around. Now there is a bit of a speedrunning trick. Oh, I still can't show it off. I still can't show it off.
A trident.
A trident. Hmm.
It's Uncle Number 2. It's got to be. Then
In the name of Hades.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Ahoy there, little Hades. You recognize your uncle, do you not? We've a lot of catching up to do, but first things first. You get yourself out of that dour underworld. As for me, I'll see if I can stir things up a bit to cover your advance.
Yes, stir things up. This is Poseidon, and he gives uh his special trait, I'll call it, is that his upgrades for your your main three, your attack, your special, and your cast, knock foes away. And they can even be slammed into walls.
Looks like I caught a big one.
I
This should be of help.
don't remember if this is an upgrade off the top of my head or not, but enemies can even be slammed into walls and will do extra damage to them. And yep, that does in fact happen like that. I'm not stupid. I'm not remembering wrong. Now, the speedrunning trick I've been trying to show is that if you kind of go off into the corner, enemies will spawn a little closer, so it allows you to kind of clear everything up a little easier. Oh, another Poseidon. Okay. Witches. All right. Now, something else I forgot to mention in the last episode about enemies that have armor is that they are also not staggered by attacks, whereas enemies would normally get staggered whenever you hit them. Um, Enemies that have armor will not until they run out of it. So yeah, that's something. It's an extra thing to be a bit careful of. But
Olympus,
more
I
Poseidon.
accept this message.
Now yes, that is one thing with Poseidon is that he has Ocean's Bounty, which basically makes resource gathering quite a bit easier if you can get it, or at least a little bit more effective. So for now, let's go ahead and grab Ocean's Bounty and get some more resources when we find them. Ooh, new god again. We're just finding all sorts of new gods, and we will be for a minute. Though once we find them all, it'll be a little bit more normal. Now, this is one of the other bosses that we find in Tartarus. There are two bosses for Tartarus. Mini bosses, I mean. It can either be this big crystal that shoots out a bunch of lasers. You typically want to go more focused on the big crystal because the little crystals will just kind of keep spawning. And while it can be nice to clear them out, just killing the big one will end the fight. So target that one. And here's Ares.
Crystal, then. This one was bound to show up, I guess.
In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
You've got quite the fighting spirit in you there, I have to say. Most intriguing, and yet no surprise for someone born in hell itself. You come on out of there and tell me all about it. I'm a fellow student of death, you see.
Yes, Hades. or Hades. Yeah. No, I'm getting a boon from Father. Oh shit. No, this is Ares. He's the god of death, and as and his like special effect is Doom, which when you attack an enemy after a little bit, it'll cause that enemy to take a bit more like a nice burst of damage, which will depend on the boon strength, how much damage is taken or dealt, I should say. Now we also have two others. That is something is that boons will not always be correlated to one of your main abilities, like your dash or your cast. Sometimes they'll just kind of be more general upgrades, like this one, for example. After slaying a foe, your next attack or special deals more damage. And honestly, that does sound nice, but at the same time, I think let's go ahead and go with inflicting doom on attacks.
The
Doom
war
is
is
a
on.
quite a nice it can be quite a fun ability to play around. Let's do
Damned
another
lost
examine.
souls with nowhere left to turn congregate in deepest Tartarus, where they fuse together with the earth itself into odious forms which defy description.
They basically turn into big crystals.
Oh, I love you, Zagreus. Now, these are special events. These will give you, there's one kind of special event per area that can occur or happen or show up, whatever. And, let's just go see what this one is.
Your Highness.
Yeah.
Hey, Princess. Must look like I'm slacking off with the old boulder here, but I was just getting back on my feet. The Fury Sisters don't often leave me be. Where'd they go, anyway? And, what are you doing here?
Oh, you know, just out on a little stroll is all. Do me a favor, though. You see the Fury Sisters, let them know I was headed down the way I came from, will you?
Oh, I'll let them know, all right. I hear you loud and clear, Your Highness. I'll just go about my business now, and you take care.
Yes, so this is Sisyphus, another character from Greek myth and legend. He is he's a bit of a meme, just kind of in everywhere because of, one must imagine Sisyphus happy, which is kind of bollocks, but whatever. I don't know why I said bollocks. I'm not I'm not British. But Sisyphus here will offer you three um three choices. You can either get a bit of healing, get a bit of darkness, or get a bit of money. Personally, right now, I'm gonna go ahead and take some darkness.
Say no more.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks, Sisyphus. Appreciate it.
The pots you like.
Break all the pots you like. Yes.
Luck there.
Oh, the brimstone. Now the cool thing about uh Doom and Ares ability, like, effect, is that, like, you can sometimes just hit an enemy and then forget about it and go focus on other ones, while the Doom kind of takes it goes into effect. Um, let's go ahead. I don't think we're at the end yet,
Now what?
so I'll go ahead and grab the palm. I'm right. We were not at the end. Slam him into the wall. Now, these witches can be kind of annoying in areas like this because they can actually kind of go fly off into like those areas and can be a bit of a pain to reach unless you use your cast.
Good enough to eat.
Let's go ahead and upgrade our doom.
Blessing.
Let's also look at this. You know what? I'm gonna leave that for now. Another key though.
Now let's be reasonable now.
Let's be reasonable. Ow.
No, you don't.
Just beating up and beating them all up. We can do this. Fighting our way out of hell. Now, the cool thing about Poseidon's ability, other than, knocking enemies in the walls, is that you can also knock them into better places, like places where they'll get hit by traps. Things like, these dart shooting traps or like the spike floor traps. Things like that. It can be nice to just deal with them like that. Here we are seeing Charon once again. I almost called him Charon. You know what? Let's go ahead and upgrade our max life.
Hey, good to see you out here, mate. Looks as though you've got some fine wares up for sale, don't you?
Yeah, fine wares, fine wares. Now you can also get boons. However, they tend to be pretty expensive, especially in this early game where we are right here, where we don't really have a ton of money all the time, and it can be a bit tough to get that some money unless you are actively going for it. I.e., like,
Hey
oh,
there, Meg.
Ever stubborn, aren't you? Maybe my whip might make you reconsider whatever it is that you're attempting here.
nope.
Your whip's not been all that persuasive in the past.
Maybe persistence will pay off for both of us. Come then.
Have you had experience with her whip before? I wonder what circumstances. Ow. Okay. Yes. Meg does hurt a bit, but that's okay. We can take it. We're doing a lot better than we did last run, which is very nice. Very nice. Again, this is kind of like one of those times when you can, ow. If you can manage it, you can hit her for a good chunk of damage. Ow. Okay, I might end up using another Death Defiance here. Yes, now, Oh, I got hit by the trap. I wasn't paying attention, no. That's okay, that's okay. We can get through this. Now, something cool about cast is that you don't always have to kill enemies. Ow. Sometimes they will pop, like, not sometimes. If you give them enough time, they will pop out of things like bosses or other enemies. But that can still take a bit of a couple of seconds. Okay. Hit. Oh. Now, your dodge does have invincibility frames. However, it can be a little tough to kind of... Oh.
That's what you get.
I'll get you for that, Meg.
Well, that was unfortunate, but yeah. Like I was saying, though, casts can pop out of targets after a little bit of time. In case you're fighting something like a boss, which... Oh, and there's my alarm firing off again. Oopsie daisy. But, yeah. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and end it off this episode, though. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a good rest of the day. Don't die out there.